Hello there. How you doing there, YouTube? Well, tonight I want to talk about the 12 little Russian hackers, okay? Now, what gets me of all this, after over 2 years of this nonsense and everything else, Rosenstein always was coming up with basically Russian trolls. I saw bits and pieces of his little press conference and everything else. And supposedly, I guess, military Russian agents, something like that, hacked into the DNC server using what you call spear phishing. Now, spear phishing basically, is bogus emails. You clicked on the link and try to trick users, I guess, people to put their info on there, and their user info try to capture like your password, username, stuff like that. And where I was thinking Podesta's computer, I guess, was pretty easily hacked because I read an article on how true it is. His password basically was password the at sign 1 2. So no wonder you got fucking hacked into. But here's the thing about this. Well, Ronstein made his long spiel about these 12 Russian hackers, basically the same as the previous report he did like a year ago, I guess, stated that no America was involved. Okay, that's all well and good. But where is the evidence of this? You indicted 12 edition Russian hackers. Where is the evidence of all this nonsense? I don't see no evidence in this. That's the whole problem. You're going on there, you're spewing on TV about CP3U and other nonsense stuff like that, but you're not really producing anything solid to go by. Then all these Russians you're trying to indict for meddling in the 2016 election, so how are you going to you indict them? Fine, you can indict a ham sandwich, basically. That part we all know. But how can you go up there in front of in front of the people basically and say this stuff with really nothing really backing this up? But basically, you just gave us a good story, and a good story for the press, the left wing press, pretty much say to go on, and they can run with it. But you're not really producing evidence of none of this nonsense, nothing. And you're going on to say that no American participant was involved in this or willingly involved in this. Okay, that means nobody in the campaign was involved in this whole call, shenanigans. And you never, ever once produce any solid evidence on anything. Anything. What gets me, about a month ago, roughly, maybe a couple weeks ago, when Trey Gowdy told Ronstein, right to his face, that if you have any evidence that any of the Trump campaign acted illegally with the Russians, present the evidence to a grand jury. If you have evidence that the president himself acted inappropriately during the election, present the evidence to the American people. Justice denied. We all denied justice. Finish the hell up, basically what he said. Paraphrase a little bit, but that's what he said. And Trey Gowdy is correct in that statement. And so far, Ronstein, what the fuck I want to call him, has not produced any evidence of this whatsoever. All he's basically is giving us is Russian trolls, basically. Trolls. Facebook ads and other nonsense. Something that the media can go on and run with, basically, on these nonsense. Mueller's expanding his probe. Oh, good fucking do. Whoop you fucking do, I hope he does a good expansion on this. He's grasping at straws right now. They're going on TV as indicting so-called Russian hackers. And here's the thing, okay? You indicted him. You can indict a hand sandwich. But you indicted these 12 Russian hackers and some more Russian. I'm going to say you indicted these handful of Russians who supposedly interfered in a 2016 election. You got these charges all prepped up and everything. Now, how are you going to bring them to trial? How are you going to bring them to court? How you have your case? How you have your day in court with these individuals if they're in Russia? So basically, you're expecting, maybe Trump's supposed to meet with Putin, but Schumer is fucking up as usual, saying that Trump should cancel his meeting with Putin, which is the worst time to do it. It's kind of funny how you always time this shit, especially when the Russian investigations start to look bad. Done to prep it back up, make it seem feasible, but you're incredible every fucking single day. Like Rudy Giuliani said, it is nice, but it's time to come out and say the president of all this. Will they do that? I don't know. I just think that Ronstein is fucking just milking us out for all his work just to make money because they already spent like 27 or $21 million on this damn thing any damn way. And he's out to spend more money on this by hiring additional attorneys and lawyers and shit like that, you know? It's just getting fucking insane with all this nonsense that's going on. Really insane. Okay. I mean, I want evidence. And Trey Gowdy said it best, you know, if they've had any evidence of any of this that they're claiming and any of these indictments, then they need to bring it to us. We're going off intel people, basically, though, that said that Iraq had weapons of mass destructions. How did that turn out for us, you know? Tell me how that turned out. Going back to the Tonka incident, about 47 years ago in the Vietnam War. How that turned out for us. So I'm sorry, you know, that I really have little faith in our intel community when they've been proven wrong time and time again and blatantly lied to us constantly. I mean, only do they produce with us is giving us a good story with no factual evidence, but basically giving us a good shit show on TV, you know, but not really giving none of us to go by. Only thing they're doing is giving the liptards a chance of hope, basically. That's what they're fucking doing. I look at this right here. I'm seeing no evidence, no nothing. All I'm hearing is indictments of Russians, and that's it. But here's the thing: you indict, how are you going to bring the United States to charge them? How are you going to have your day at court with these individuals? You know, you're going to have to go to Russia, talk to the Russian authorities to get these people extradited to the United States to face trial. All I gotta say is good luck with that, because rightfully so, that if you go do that, the Russian officials will want evidence of this, any type of evidence. And for Trump to go to Putin and demand Putin to extradite individuals to the United States face trials, Putin has every right to say, I want evidence on this. Show me evidence that they did this and extradite them to the United States. With no evidence, no extradition, basically. Basically, that's what it is, you know. Spear phishing campaign. All I gotta say, if you're stupid enough to open up a suspicious email, click on his link, and start giving them your personal information, stuff like that, you kind of deserve to be hacked for being that fucking stupid. So a lot of it is their fault. And one thing too, President Trump said it best himself today in a tweet. Now, all this shit was going on during Obama's reign. It's happened under his watch, basically. He knew it was going on, but did do nothing about it. All he did, I think, is smirk and smile about it because he thought for sure that Hillary Clinton was going to win the election. And we all know how that turned out, don't we? Oh, well, first of all, before I finish this out, I want to read this to you real quick, okay? This is from Fox News Insider, okay? And this guy makes a very good point of all this. This is a former NASA, former NSA official, okay? Oh, former NSA official, dense Russian hacking story, likely bogus. All righty. Former National Security Administration technical director Bill Binney told Tucker Carlson that he has data showing that the Democrats' narrative regarding Russia hacking the DNC in the 2016 elections are untrue. Binney, a member of the Veterans Intelligence Professional for Sanity, said the story spread around the mainstream media that the Russia is a fault can't necessarily be proven. He said that during a prior Chinese hack of government systems, NSA agents were able to use the trace route program to track the packets of information back to Pacific building in Shanghai. Benny said that could be the reason Democrats do not want the FBI to look at their system, obviously because they may not trace back to Russia. He said a major file that has allegedly hacked from the DNC server was 1,976 megabytes in size and was transmission in only 87 seconds. You made the point that it was moved too fast. That couldn't have gone out over the internet, Tucker Carlson surmised. Bernie said it likely was instead transmission to a storage device. Many people are mostly tied to this agenda to tie Russia to President Trump, Benny said. He said that VIPs so nonpartisan and tries to look at it, the facts. True. Watch more above. Okay. Basically, what he said, all this information was moving too damn fast. No way you can download all information that damn fast. Okay. So, more than likely, this was an inside job. Seth Rich was murdered. So, we can't get this we can't get his intel on this. Let's put it that way. And here's the thing, okay. If what Rosenstein said that Russian hackers hacked the DNC servers, basically, or possessed his computer, something like that, if they have some evidence of it, why don't they get the DNC servers and look at it and examine it and look for further evidence on this? You think the Democrats and the libtards will voluntarily hand their servers over to the FBI or to Mueller or to anybody to prove this, but they're not. Something's fishy here. And I'm going to close that out on that one, okay? But thank you for watching. God bless you, and bye-bye.